This morning, there is a search for suspects after another shooting near a SEPTA bus stop. This time, 8 high school students were shot just waiting for their bus.
Ran out over to the scene, just saw a whole bunch of kids laying on the ground with various gunshot wounds.
7 boys and 1 girl between the ages of 15 and 17 were taken to area hospitals. People who live and work nearby dropped what they were doing and came running.
Fatherly instinct and military instinct kicked in, so it was, aid and assist.
He shot in his back, like right here at his spine, and I put pressure on it. There's a lady on the phone with 911. I looked over and there was 4 other kids laying down.
Holly Castor described the terrifying aftermath.
His friend was sitting there holding him and crying and telling him to keep his eyes open, to stay awake, don't go to sleep, stay with me.
Police are investigating the motive and working to determine if this shooting is connected to Monday's quintuple shooting in Ogons, where a 17-year-old from Imhotep Charter was killed while waiting at a SEPTA bus stop. 2 other students were injured, as were 2 passengers sitting on the bus.
So as investigators continue to make progress, the DA and the mayor says that there's a big collaboration happening between the FBI, the ATF, local police, as well as the DA's office as they try to track down the people responsible.
If you hood educated, I'm glad you made it. Allow me to unfold my knowledge, wisdom, and understanding from a hood brother's point of view to all of you here, there, and everywhere. Now check me out.
I heard a series of rapid gunfire. It sounded like loud M80s.
Surveillance video capturing the sounds of the rapid gunfire. 8 students from Northeast High School shot while waiting at a SEPTA bus stop yesterday afternoon in Burr. Police are investigating the motive and working to determine if this shooting is connected to Monday's quintuple shooting in Ogons, where a 17-year-old from Imhotep Charter was killed while waiting at a SEPTA bus stop. 2 other students were injured, as were 2 passengers sitting on the bus.
Now, before I get into this demonstration, allow me to say this right here real quick. For those of you who want to see the actual video of them boys jumping out the car and running up on them other young boys trying to shoot to kill them and stuff like that, I would like you to hit the link at the top of the comment section. I'm going to pin it at the top of the comment section. Go get you a membership on my Too Raw for YouTube channel, and then you can check out the whole video in its entirety. If you're not into that type of stuff, I wouldn't suggest you go over there because it's a lot of stuff like that over there. But if that's your thing, go over there, check that out, get you a membership, and you can check out the video. I'm telling you, it's pathetic, but these are the times that we living in. Now let's get to this demonstration. Here it is. We got a 2019 Honda, dark blue. Pulls up in the alleyway, it looks like. 3 gunmen exit the car, run towards a crowd of children, teenagers. These is kids. Run towards a crowd of children and start unloading their guns, shooting over 30 rounds at a crowd of children. And let me tell y'all something. The way these boys jumped out that car and ran over there to shoot them kids, this ain't their first rodeo. They was aiming. It wasn't no, shooting sideways and stuff like in the movies and, one hand. No, it wasn't that. It was no fear in these boys. These boys was running like this here, y'all. Gunning. And we gotta understand something. When you shoot at a person, you're not shooting to be playing. You trying to kill something. You trying to murder somebody. And that was the whole intentions when them young boys jumped up out that car like that and ran up on the rest of those teenagers. Now, here it is. We got 7 boys and 1 girl shot, laying out, bleeding, crying, begging for help, blood everywhere. And all because of what? What is the reason for 3 young brothers to jump out of the car and try to kill some more young brothers? The only thing that I can assume is that what we are witnessing right now is gang warfare. Because we got to understand something, y'all. Remember, a couple of days before this incident, a young boy was shot and killed, 2 was injured at another bus stop. Is this the get back? You see what I'm saying? These are the only things that we can assume. People don't just do this just to be doing this. This right here was a planned and targeted hit. The car that I told y'all before, the 2019 Honda, was stolen. So that lets us know this is premeditated. This is thought about. The time that them boys and all them kids was going to be waiting on the bus, they understood that this is premeditated. This is thought about. The fact that they fired over 30 rounds lets us know that they was trying to kill somebody. But by the grace of the Creator, and by the grace of these doctors, by the grace of the men and women in Philadelphia who came to those children's aid and assistance, help preserve and save them kids' lives. Now it has came out that the police done found the car. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, y'all done messed up. Yeah, y'all done messed up. The police done found the car. And being that the police done found the car, if you watch the video, you will see them boys was all in that car, no gloves on. So it's a fingerprint somewhere. DNA somewhere. And if they got any felony records, they knocked. They can forget about it. But not only that though, y'all. Where they parked the car at, I guarantee you there is some camera footage somewhere. You boys is done. It's just a matter of time. And hold on, let me put the icing on the cake for y'all real quick, right? Let me put the icing on the cake for you. The FBI done got involved. Oh, don't talk about no alphabet boys, hood educated. Don't do that, man. Yeah, the FBI done got involved. And y'all understand that the FBI, they dig a little bit deeper than what the state do. So y'all can forget about it. It's just a matter of time before they cook y'all. Allow me to say something to all the brothers and sisters that's living in these ghettos and these gang-infested neighborhoods all across America. Allow me to say something, right? Because those young boys that jumped out that car and committed those 8 attempted murders, those are somebody's sons, grandbabies, cousins, brothers. Those are somebody's family members. What you getting that hood educated? Of course we know they family members. They had to come from somewhere. Hold on, let me break it down for you. Get your kids, mothers and fathers, grandmothers, granddaddies, aunties and uncles. If you got young men and young women growing up in your house in gang-infested neighborhoods, drug-infested neighborhoods. Get in their business. Go search the room. Yeah, lift that bed up. See what's up under there. Go in that closet. What you got? What's happening? The little stash areas. Dig, search. Because we got to understand something. These guns got to be hidden somewhere. They got to be hidden somewhere. Somebody got to be stashing these guns for these young boys. And not only that, for these young boys to feel so safe and comfortable to be in your house, and they got guns all up under the bed, in the closet, and all that old type of stuff. It shouldn't work like that. And let me explain to you why. That little boy that's in your house, whether he be your son, your nephew, or you his legal guardian, or you the grandparent, that gun that he got in your house, he gonna go kill somebody with it. Then he gonna be doing the rest of his life in the penitentiary. And if not that, he gonna end up getting killed because he in that game. He in that game where it's body for body, bullet for bullet, life for life. He in that field. He playing that game. So if you want to have any type of way to get your child or your loved one out of that environment, you gotta get in his business. You gotta get in her business. These kids got too much privacy nowadays. Way too much. Look, let me tell you something. Your child and the friends that they hang around should be investigated. When your child bring a friend to the house, who is this? How old you is? Who your mom and daddy? Who you hang with? Put your hands up. Yeah! You under arrest. Put your hands up. Let me see what you got, boy. What you doing? What you doing with this right here? What you got this for? Who? What? Is you a police or something? Are you a security officer? What is you doing with this? You see what I'm saying? You gotta get in their business. Stop giving these kids privacy like they grown folks. Get in their business. Find out what they doing. Find out who they kicking it with. Follow their social media. Get in their business. You got to, because if you don't get in your children's business, they gonna end up doing something stupid and dumb. And they gonna end up dead, or they gonna end up doing life in the penitentiary. Those 3 boys that jumped out that car, that's somebody's kids, like I told y'all before. Where them guns come from? Who getting these kids these guns? You see what I'm saying? Where are they stashing these guns at? And, oh man, this right here finna be the kicker. Once you find out that your son is gang banging and he's involved in that type of life, find out who his ops is. Yeah. Who they beefing with. You see what I'm saying? And once you find out who they beefing with, you go talk to their parents. Yeah, you go talk to the ops parents. Hey brother, how you doing? My name Hood Educated. Check it out, man. You see this picture here? Yeah, that's my son right there disrespecting your son. And this is your son disrespecting my son. I want my son to live, brother. I don't want your son to kill my son. I don't want my son to kill your son. We got to stop this. What we gonna do? You see what I'm saying? You see that big old gun your son got on there? Look, my son got one too. Look, they all on Facebook. They all on Instagram showing these guns. Bruh, what we finna do? Is we gonna let our children kill each other, or is we gonna stop this? If it's not a man there, woman there, whatever, talk to the legal guardian. Hey, what are we gonna do? Our kids trying to kill each other. You see what I'm saying? And then you go down from op to op to op. You go to the parents. Hey, check it out. Hopefully that you can have this type of conversation with these people. If the parents is, I'm talking about, a part of the problem, I got to go to the police now. Hey, look, my son can be mad. My daughter can be mad. Hey, look, hold on. Hey, officer, can you come? Look, check this out. We going to the police station. This boy right here, these is his ops. Okay, look at all them. Yeah, these is his ops. And he talking about he a killer and he want to fight, he want to kill and all that old type of stuff. I don't want my son to die. Can you please go talk to them and let them know that I brought him down here, and if anything happened to him, that they ass is going to jail? Look, desperate time calls for desperate measures. If you want to save your child's life, these are the things that you got to do, because kids is hard-headed. Believe me, I was one of them. I thought I knew everything. But what I'm telling y'all to do, nobody ain't never did nothing like that. When I came up, it was accepted. It is what it is. I'm telling y'all, it ain't gotta be like that. Preserve the life of your kids. Get in action. Do something. Once the ops find out that, oh man, his daddy done got involved. His mama done got involved. Once the ops find out, then they got the police involved. They don't want nothing to do with that. Listen to me, y'all. The worst enemy, I'm talking about some of the most killers out there in gang life right now, are terrified, petrified of the police. When the police come, y'all see them running, diving over stuff, throwing their guns and all type of stuff. They terrified of it. Why? Because they don't want to go to jail. So once the police get involved, it's a whole nother story now. We can't shoot that dude no more. Dude and them, they gonna call the police. They rats, they snitches. Oh well, my son alive. My daughter alive. Call me what you want to call me. You see what I'm saying? Sometimes we gotta take it there. But that's why I say, go talk to the parents first. You can't get through to them, go to the police. Put everybody on blast. If your son gotta be embarrassed, then he gotta be embarrassed. Hey, look, I'm trying to save your life, fool. You just don't know it yet. When you get old enough, then you're gonna say, hey, Dad, I appreciate you, man, because I was going down the wrong road. All my old friends and stuff like that, they did and gone. A lot of them in prison and stuff like that. Dad, I'm glad you did that. I was mad at you at first, but now I understand. It's all right, son. It's cool. Before I depart, allow me to say this right here. A Grand Sheik told me, for those of you who don't know what a Grand Sheik is, I'm a member of the Moorish Science Temple of America. And our spiritual advisors or ministers or, whatever, is designated as a Grand Sheik, right? And, we come to them for counsel, to talk and get some game from and get some understanding about life, right? And a Grand Sheik told me, he said, hood educated, you show me your friends and I can predict your future. I didn't understand what the brother was saying, so I elaborate. What you mean if I show you my friends? He told me, he said, your friends determine your future. And when he said that, it hit me like a ton of bricks. And let me explain to you why. My friends that I was hanging around with, we was all gang banging, smoking weed, drinking liquor, hopeless, careless. We really ain't have no future. And what happened with me is that I end up going to go spend a lot of time in the penitentiary for, acting out, being a part of that environment, being a part of the gang life. And so once I got to, digging deep into that demonstration, I told myself, I said, man, it makes sense. Because rich people hang with rich people. Lawyers hang with lawyers. Pimps and hoes hang with pimps and hoes. Gangbangers hang with gangbangers. You see what I'm saying? What they say, birds of a feather flock together. And so all you got to do is, if you can see who they flock with, if you can see who they friends are, then you can say, okay, this what road you going down. This what's finna happen to you in a minute. These are the potential things that can happen to you. Change your friends. Yeah, young men. It's that simple. If your friends is gang banging and killing and stealing and doing all that madness, change your friends. And I guarantee you, if you change your friends, your life will change. If we're not going to control our children, if we're not going to govern our children, we can't be mad when the criminal justice system controls them. We can't be mad when the FBI come and pick them up. Because here it is, we are the guardians of the children. We should be governing their actions. We should be dictating, hey, do this, don't do that. But since we don't want to govern our children, then we're allowing somebody else to govern, because they're gonna do stuff like these boys done did that's gonna end up putting them in a penitentiary for a very long time. Govern your children. This is Hood Educated, not Lane Related. Peace and love, and y'all take care of yourself out there. If I said anything that caused you to think, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed already. And if you're feeling generous, please make a small donation to the channel. Now, before I depart, allow me to give a shout out to some of the blessings that I received this week. Allow me to give a shout out to Peggy Sanders for the $15 super thanks. I appreciate that, Peggy. Thank you. Desert Detroiter for the $4.99 super thanks. Appreciate that, Detroit. Drexel James for the $5 PayPal. I really appreciate that, Drexel. Isaac Ortiz for the $5 Cash App. Reginald for the $5 Cash App. And Sister Rhonda Smith for the $25 Cash App. Thank you all. I really appreciate it. This is Hood Educated, not Lane Related. Peace and love. And y'all take care of yourself out there.